evening, everyone. Good evening, all of you. Education is more than memorizing facts. It's learning to solve problems. It is a manner of approach, the techniques, and the creativity that makes teaching learning fun and exciting. Conventionally, ice creams are made using a freezer. We tell our students, come on, we'll shake all the ingredients in a Ziploc bag and your ice cream is ready. This task is an experiment, a hands-on for their properties of matter unit and will serve as a lesson, a workout, and a delicious treat. With that note of introduction of who we are and what Accord School's vision is in simple words, without much ado, I would like to welcome all of you who have spared time to be with us today to commemorate 2 wonderful years from the inception till now of Accord School, Sri City. I would like to welcome our respected chief guests, Dr. Ravindra Sinha Reddy, founder and managing director, Sri City. Our guest of honor, Dr. R. Venkataraman, SDSC Shar. Both are special invitees, Dr. Sultan Ahmed Ismail, educationist, member State Planning Commission, Tamil Nadu, and Dr. Ganesan Kannabiran, director, IIIT, Sri City. Let me extend the most gracious and cordial welcome to our ever-supportive management, our chairman, sir, and our beloved directors, Mr. Prashant and Mr. Vivek. Hearty welcome to all our delightful parents, our team of talented teachers, our adorable admin personnel, and my lovable and most inspiring students. Welcome one and all. Let me graciously welcome all the dignitaries to the dais as I call out their names. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome our dynamic director, Mr. Vivek, addressed lovingly as Vivek sir by his team members. His persona, a commander ENTJ, extroverted, intuitive, thinking and judging. He exhibits a ruthless level of rationality, uses his drive, determination, and sharp mind to achieve his vision. Welcome, Vivek sir. Our assertive architect, lovely and charismatic, quick-witted, as his unique charm in getting his team to move mountains with ease, he had worked relentlessly to bring his vision of Accord School at Sri City to fruition. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome inspiring, intuitive, invincible, Mr. Prashant, our director, to adorn his seat. Welcome, Prashant, sir. In every family, there is one who marches to a different route. We should do things because we want to, not because others want us to. That will be too simple. Standing in line is simple. Finding our line is not. Just naysay is simple. Contradicting is not. Being truly ourselves is not simple. We have amidst us such a wonderful being, a trendsetter, a person to emulate, and whom we are proud to call our chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome our respected chairman onto the dais. Welcome, sir. I stumbled into this career at 35, became a principal at 45, just because I was fortunate to be molded by mentors like Dr. Sultan Ismail sir. From then till now, I have always seen him innovating, learning, teaching what he had learned. A true teacher, always inspiring, defies age. The secret he never shares. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Sultan Ismail. Put your hands together to welcome our special guest this evening, Dr. Sultan Ahmed Ismail. Welcome, sir. A lovely and humble person, delightful and knowledgeable individual. Our special guest this evening, Director of IIIT Sri City, Dr. Ganesan Kannabiran, sir. May I request you to take your seat on the dais. Welcome, sir. Can we have some energy there? Yes, come on. Let's be a good audience. Yes, thank you. Yes, let me take the privilege of inviting our guest of honor, a wonderful and interesting personality filled with rich experience, a veteran scientist, Dr. R. Venkatraman, the Associate Director of SDSE SHAR, onto the dais to grace his seat. Hearty welcome to you, sir. Now I take the pleasure of calling on the man of the hour, much acclaimed and respected founder and managing director of Sri City, Dr. Ravi Sanna Reddy, sir, onto the dais to honor us by taking the seat. Once again, let me welcome all the dignitaries on the stage. And before I rest, I would like to welcome all of you, one and all. Thank you. So I'll just call my young comparers, wonderful anchors. You're going to meet them. So let me call on Abhiram, Srivardhan and Neha. So they'll take you now around the proceedings. Thank you.
Namaskaram,
Swagatam
and Shashriyakal. Tarang that connotes waves of music, art, and theatre of this land and the world wide that will create the best of our abilities on the stage, not today, but year after year, every year.
All of us here know that this year is going to be special. It is an auspicious beginning and a moment that would be registered in the annals of our school, Sri City. Well, let's start this ceremonious occasion by seeking the divine presence, the blessing of the omnipresent, the Almighty.
As said by Khalil Gibran, the prophetic poet, we pray in our distress and in our need. Would that we might also pray in the fullness of our joy and in our days of abundance. But if we love and must needs have desires, let these be our desires. To wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. To return home at eventide with gratitude and then sleep with a prayer for the beloved souls in our lives and a song of praise on our lips. Ladies and gentlemen, let us raise for the prayer song sung by the school choir.
Share
SDSE Shar is here with us. We have two of our special guests, Dr. Ganesan Kannabiran, the director of IIIT. He is here with us. And Dr. Sultan Ahmed Ismail sir is also arrived. We are just waiting for the chief guest to arrive. Thank you. You can see our guest of honor and our special guest, accompanied by our chairman, sir. Welcome, sir. We have the welcome address first, followed by the felicitation of the guests, the prayer song, lighting of the lamp, introduction of our directors and their speeches, followed by the introduction of our chairman, sir, followed by his speech. And then we have the introduction of our special invitee, Dr. Sultan Ismail, sir, followed by his address. Then we'll have the introduction of our special guest, Professor G. Kannabiran, the director of IIIT Sri City, and followed by his address. Then we'll have the introduction of our guest of honor for today, Dr. Venkat Raman, the associate director of SHAR, followed by the guest of honor's address. And then this will be followed by the introduction of the chief guest, Dr. Ravindra Senna Reddy, followed by the chief guest address. And then we have the prize distribution, followed by the annual report of the year 2022-23, along with the inception, the year that is 21-22 as well. So then we'll be starting with the invocation dance and then follow up with the annual production on the theme colors, that is the Varna Utsav. Thank you.
Veneration to the great mother who birthed us with gold in thy belly and grace in thine eyes. O mother, from whose smile wealth doth flow.
మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లెపూదండ, మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు, కడుపులో బంగారు కనుచూపులో కరుణ, చిరునవ్వులో సిరులు దొరలించు మా తల్లి.
Our mother, we bow to you, the earth beneath our feet, Sundara Telugu language, and the people, we bow to you, the Telugu anthem by our school choir.
మంగళారతులు
Thank you, friends, for the spirited rendition.
Positive energy in our lives, wisdom, intellect, and divine powers are manifested in the form of lamps. Lamps can transcend us to another plane, illuminating our spirits. Fire is luminance, brilliance, the one that dispels the darkness. Not only the darkness inside a devotee in a temple, but also in students in us by our teachers. May I now request our dignitaries to light the lamp. Jnana Harsha of grade 7 will introduce Ventures of Vivek sir, a director, to the August gathering. Jnana Harsha, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good leaders ensure they continue to stretch and challenge themselves and the high achievers who work with them. They keep raising the bar relentlessly. Such a leader who raises the bar, sets the team on the track, motivates and always shows up to build the team's strength. Mr. Vivek Reddy Vemuru, our director, who hails from the sacred presence of Tirupati. He completed his schooling at the Prashant English Medium School, which was started in 1985 by our very own Accord School Management. He holds a BE Chemical Engineering degree from the prestigious BITS Pilani Institute and his MBA from Hult International Business School, Boston, USA. After his undergrad, he had worked in the IT sector for 3 years and another 3 years in the USA as a management consultant after his post graduation. Mr. Vivek returned to Tirupati in 2014 and has been part of Accord journey ever since as its director. We are all delighted to have you, sir, on this occasion. Thank you.
I would now call Vivek sir to address the gathering.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the stage, my dear parents, teachers, students, and well-wishers. A very warm welcome to our Accord School first annual day celebrations, Tarang. We would like to thank and express our sincere gratitude to our esteemed panel of guests here for accepting our invitation. Thank you so much, sir. It's a great honor for us to have you all here. And I'm sure our students and teachers and parents will gain something from the experience and listening to you speak. Accord School Sri City started its operations in 2021. However, when we got the go-ahead from the Sri City management to set up a school here, we were very happy when we heard it from Dr. Ravisana Reddy Garu, and we were also a bit nervous. With institutes, with great eminent institutes like IIIT and CREA right next to us, we know the journey ahead for us is not going to be easy. We have to live up to the high standards of the Sri City. And Ravisana Reddy Garu has trusted us to deliver that, and we sincerely hope that whatever we have done so far impress the management, and we keep on improving going forward. Over the last 2 years, Sri City team has extended their complete support to us. They even lended us the visitor center for 1 year, and they have been, whatever request that we have asked, they have been very helpful, and we like to thank the entire Sri City team for their generosity. When we laid the foundation stone in 2020, right 1 month after that, our government has announced lockdown. The last 2 years hasn't been so easy for us. We had a lot of challenges, construction challenges. We couldn't find the labor. But however, we overcome most of those challenges, and then we are here right now. There is still some work that still needs to be done, and we thank all our parents for their patience. They have been tremendous, and they have shown their trust in us. And I promise you, from the Accord School Management, we promise that we will live up to your trust, and we thank you for being very patient with us. 2 years back, when COVID hit, the most impacted segment were the students, one of the most impacted segments, because it was very easy for even a school management to say, okay, we will shift the education to virtual environment. They will be interacting with the teachers over a video or video on their mobile phones or laptops. So it would be just like any other normal school environment. But within few days or few weeks, we have realized that was not the case. It was very challenging for the parents, for the students, and for the teachers. Teachers who have been working on Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint up until that time were suddenly talking about video conferencing, Wi-Fi systems, and IP addresses. Zoom, Meet has become part of our daily vocabulary. Most of the students who attended the online sessions and gained something from it, and there were a lot of students who have not attended the classes or also attended the classes but haven't paid complete attention because it was not that easy for them either. When we started the physical operations last year in 2021, a new set of challenges came to us. 90% of the students have not been properly educated during the COVID online sessions. There were a lot of academic gaps, but our teachers, our entire teaching department has worked tremendously hard. They have devised individual plans for each students, and they have ensured that they have grown and they have learned something new. And wherever they were, and after a couple of months and couple of 6-7 months, they have improved on their performance. So our teachers, thank you so much. You guys have done a tremendous job. And I'm sure there are still some challenges, but we trust in our team and we hope they keep on doing the great job going forward. And one person who stood tall and handled the entire thing is our principal, Brinda ma'am. She pretty much single-handedly handled this entire branch. I say, usually as a directors, we sometimes get involved in most of the operations, but Brinda ma'am didn't even let us. She pretty much handled everything. So if I have to explain, Brinda ma'am to our audience, I would use the word relentless. She will fight with us. I have to tell you, she completely fights with us, and then she get whatever she wants, and whatever benefits the kids, whatever benefits our parent community, she will get it done. And we have to thank her for that. 1 year she has spent in the visitor center, and after that, she was a major pillar for the success of this school. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And our teaching department, we have teachers from all over the country here. So when they all came, and then we thought there will be some cultural differences, and then when we put them all together in a place like Sri City, we hired an apartment, and then we put them all together in one big apartment. So we thought there would be cultural difference and all, but they have bonded very well. We have great coordination between our teachers, and they're a great cultural fit also. So I hope they continue doing that, and when we grow bigger, they welcome the new teachers, and then they'll make them part of this great teaching community. Sri City is growing, and so is our school. I'm sure with the continuous support from our parents, we'll keep on growing and would make a significant impact in the life of our students. I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to address you all. I hope to meet you all throughout the event one-on-one. And I wish you all a very happy new year too. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom.
Kalatmika Tulasi of grade 8 will be introducing Mr. Prashant, the director. Tulasi, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to borrow the words of John Maxwell, an American author, who said, "The pessimist complains about the wind, the optimist expects it to change, the leader adjusts the sail." We have one such amazing person, ever charming, who knows how to adjust the sail. A constant motivator, Mr. Prashant Reddy Vemuru, our director. He hails from the temple town of Tirupati. He did his schooling at Prashant English Medium School, which was started in 1985 by our very own Accord School management. He is an alumnus of the well-reputed St. Joseph's College, obtained his BE from the prestigious Madras University and did his post-graduation at the meritorious M.S. Ramaya College, Bengaluru. He then incorporated the Accord brand by starting the Accord Business School in 2009, which quickly rose to be the best institution of management in Andhra Pradesh. He was instrumental in starting the Accord School at Tirupati in 2013 with 45 students, which now has risen to a mammoth banyan which caters to 3,000 students. With all the love, fondness, and gratitude, we usher you in to deliver your speech and much obliged with your presence amidst us today, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Tulasi. May I invite Mr. Prashant on the stage to deliver his speech.
Good evening, everyone. Andarki namaskaram. Sabka swagat hai. Ellariki vanakkam. I think this is what is Sri City in a nutshell, right? Multilingual, multicultural, and everybody working together in one place with all these differences and making this place a beautiful place. Let me first welcome all the guests individually. To start with, I welcome Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail Garu. So he has been partially associated with the school. I think he has already interacted with our teachers once a long time back, before during the COVID time. And he comes with a rich experience of education, and he even worked with CBSE, different associations, and he's a current member of the Tamil Nadu State Planning Commission. And he has been working with the government and also the center to make changes for this NEP program, because we had a small interaction with him and he was mentioning like many things has to be changed in the education system and a lot of things has to come in place. We welcome you, sir. I also welcome Dr. Kannabiram Garu, Director, IIIT. So whenever someone asks us, like, in Sri City, where we are a new school, and many of them ask, like, where is your school? So we say we are just neighbors of IIIT. So we are very proud to say that. And we like to get associated with IIIT also, sir. Like, we can do a resource sharing kind of thing, and we can work on that. So I welcome you. I also welcome Dr. Venkatraman, Associate Director, SDSC. Sir, I've been doing a little bit of reading about you, and your dream of sending a man-made mission to space from this soil, I wish it comes true. Ladies and gentlemen, please, these are the people who look very simple, and they are like a pride of the nation. Give this big man a big round of applause, right? So I wish your mission, Ganganyaan, soon comes true, and you make us all proud. And the last, not the least, I welcome Dr. Ravi Sana Reddy Garu, because the MD Sri City And I'm like, it was 2019, August or September, we had our first meeting with Ravi sir. We call him Ravi sir. And it was a scheduled meeting of 15 minutes or 20 minutes. And we three of us, myself, my brother, and father, went and met him. And that meeting went for almost an hour. I think so. We discussed many things, and his only thing, I mean, right from the beginning, he always told about, he spoke about family values and the family bonding. So because that's what makes all the difference. He was very keen on that. So, and thank you, sir. Thank you for gracing this occasion. We welcome you. So our journey in Sri City, which started in 2009, like my brother was saying, it was like 2019 December, we signed the lease and we started the construction. We are very excited and we wanted to make a change. We wanted to do many things here. And suddenly out of nowhere, March comes the lockdown. And we didn't had any clue what was happening. And we were almost blank for 3 months. Till June, July, we didn't even start the work. That happened, and I was the only one traveling during COVID time for the construction because the construction workers were struck here, and Sri City helped us beautifully during that time. They took care of all the laborers here, and they helped us in and out. And a special thanks to Mr. Mukund Reddy Anna. I don't know if he's here. I don't know if we called him, but he helped us in and out, right? And that's how it is. And let me talk about the brand Accord. We started it in 2009 as a business school, like my brother was mentioning. And then we came to the school thing in 2013. We started with 45 students in 2009. Now we have a strength of around 3,000 students. It's almost 22 now. This is the 10th year. We will be finishing 10th this year. This is the 10th year. And next year we will have a bigger event because that will be the 10 years of Accord brand. So my brother he was talking about the help we got from Sri City. He spoke at a macro level. I'll speak at a very micro level individually because I've worked with these people, and I have to tell you, like, there are people who helped us in and out. Right from the marketing department, there's a Hari. We started with him, and Mr. Ramchandra Reddy, who introduced us to Sri City. And nevertheless, Ramesh Kumar sir, he's sitting here. So he was with us all the time. And Satish Kamath sir, Shekhar sir, and Bhagwan sir for the approvals, and Mani Pratap. So many, I don't know if I have missed anyone, I'm really sorry, but these people helped us all the way, extended, because we still have to pay Sri City many things, but they don't ask unless it comes to a nick of time, right? So thank you so much. Thank you for all the support. And we'll be developing this project into a different level now. So we did lack on the sports part this year because of many conditions, like the weather was not supporting, and we managed to do with simple sport. The swimming pool is ready, we just have to fill the water. So that is done, and we'll have a skating rink also coming up, and eventually a indoor badminton court. And we have approval, we are due for approval for CBSE this month. We'll get that approval by the end of this month or maybe a couple of months' time. And we are actually looking at senior secondary also, and a completely residential program that's going to happen because the other 5 acres is also allotted to us. Thank you. Thank you, all the parents. Thank you for all the support. And nevertheless, I don't have to say the name. Brinda ma'am, she was the one behind everything. She helped us in everything. And she sole-handedly handled everything because I was completely struck with construction, and she was there for doing all the academics. And thank you, ma'am, and the team of Accord, especially my admin team. There are only 2 of them. I think we started with the visitor center. There were 3, including the principal. They have been working relentlessly for all the admissions and parent inquiries and all those things. Thank you, Team Accord. Thank you, parents, for helping us. And thank you, Ravi Sana Reddy sir in special. You have given us this opportunity. We will live up to that. Thank you, everyone.
Nashita Ramagiri from grade 7 will introduce our beloved chairman, sir, to this awesome audience.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am very proud to introduce Chairman Mr. Chandrasekhar Reddy Vemuru. Our beloved Chairman Vemuru Chandrasekhar Reddy was born and brought up in a small village called Chiguruvada outside Tirupati. With humble beginnings, he studied hard and is the first one from his village to get a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees. Upon graduation, he started his career as a commerce lecturer and worked for 6 years. Later, he ventured into the corporate sector and worked as a contractor for a few years. Eventually, his calling and came back to education sector and started a small tutoring firm for commerce students in a rented room outside his house. He then started the first branch of Prashant English Medium School in 1985 with less than 50 students. Over the last 35 years, this organization has grown tremendously under his guidance. He is a source of inspiration for many teachers and students, and his generosity knows no bounds. He is the chairman of Accord and Prashant Group of Schools. The school that he started is now catering to more than 5,000 students with campuses at 7 locations across Tirupati and Sri City. He had the opportunity to serve as a president in Chittoor Private Unaided Schools Association for many years. He also served as the village panchayat sarpanch of his birthplace, Chiguruvada village, for 15 years. We are extremely happy to have you amidst this evening, sir.
Thank you, Nashita. Sir, may I request you to address the gathering?
Thank you. Good evening. The august dignitaries on the stage, my dear parents and students, I have no words to talk here. Thing is, I hail from a small village. Every day I used to walk 8 to 10 kilometers, morning and evening, and studied my education in Tirupati, school education. After that, I completed my degree in Tirupati only, and university education, commerce degree, postgraduate degree in 1975. And I am the first student of SV University in MPhil after 1976. Afterwards, I joined as a lecturer in BT College, Madanapalli. 2 years I worked there. And afterwards, I shifted to NBKR College, Wakadu. As a commerce lecturer, 2 years I worked there and resigned and shifted to Chennai in 1980. Thing is, one of my friends called me there, we will do some industrial work or something like. 2 years I worked there. I thought it is not good on my part to stay here. Better to go back to my own place. So after going there 2 months, thinking what to do. So the only job without investment, that is voice teaching. So as a lecturer, I have an experience, and there is a demand for commerce students at that time. I started small tutorial college, small place. So 1 year, of course, it has given me bread and butter, not money-wise, but survival is okay. I am with zero. I started with zero in Tirupati. Nothing is there. From any quarter, no support, either from my side or my wife's side. But still, I wanted to struggle myself. So, and Prashant is 1 year baby at that time. And Vivek not yet born at that time. But still, in 84, I started as a commerce graduate. And morning and evening tuitions are there. Why I should keep that place vacant? So, the idea of starting a school came into my mind. Because Morning 5 to 9 tuitions, evening 5 to 9 tuitions, and morning 9 to evening 5 school timings are okay. So I wanted to utilize the building in the optimum stage. So in that process, I came to know it is better to start a school. So somehow started that. I started some industry also, labor contractor, as a labor contractor, and I entered into politics. I entered into real estate business. Everywhere from morning to evening, night also I used to work because they are small kids. Survival is the fittest. I have to survive myself. I have to grow my children in a better place. So, keeping that in mind, fighting. God is great. In every aspect, I have to fight. No simple, He didn't give anything simple to me. But ultimately, success is mine. Never disappointed me. The God is great. He always helped me. One branch, buy some small site, construct a building, start a school. Like that, 3 branches I developed there. For the last 35 years, these schools are running. And last 15 years, my wife is controlling those students. And I am not going there, my children are not going there, but she is controlling those, maintaining those schools. Even today, she didn't come here. Even I requested her, she didn't come here. She wanted to go to that school. So she is managing those schools. Around 2,000 students are there for the last 35 years. The schools are going well. Thousands of people in the entire world, my students are there. I have such a reputation. Anyway, afterwards, 2 kids, 2 sons, they developed, they brought educated. Even now, my word is final to them. They never questioned me. Either my wife or my children, they have accepted whatever I said. So that is why I was able to do something better, improve. And ultimately, 2008, Prashant got married. And the very next year, I asked him, what we do? We will start a college, MBA college. And he is the inspiration for that MBA college. And within 2 years, that has a good reputation as MBA college in the entire Andhra Pradesh. But now recently, only 2018, we closed that because accommodation is not sufficient for children of Akkad school. Lot of pressure from political circles for admission, but I don't have space. That's why, and that MBA also deteriorating day by day because of this all fees reimbursement schemes and that. And the government is not properly paying the fees also. So we closed that and we expanded the Akkad school. And Vivek got married in 2012. 1 year he stayed there in US. Afterwards he came back and we started Akkad Business School in 2012 and 13. So 2019 we came to Sri City, and afterwards, because of pressure in Tirupati, we are going to start another branch also in the next month. Construction is over. We are going to operate, and we got permissions from the state government. Now we have to go for CBSE. So CBSE schools, 3 schools, state board school, 3 schools, and plus intermediate also. It is growing very fast. In spite of all corporate pressures, intermediate is doing well in Tirupati. Even around 700 to 800 students are there, hostel. And we have introduced first people in Tirupati, the day boarding concept. Every day we are serving food for the children and the staff, 2,500 members every day, lunch. So just like it is a marriage for a day, every day. Still, we are able to do it. The entire credit goes to my children. They are taking up. Now I am 70 years. I don't have any necessity to now struggle. I have taken rest. Just I am coming here and there, just watching for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, having a cup of coffee and say thank you. I am moving out. And initial stage, Sri City also I used to travel regularly. Last 1 year or 1.5 years, I didn't come. And my son Prashant is looking after the construction work and other things. And academic works, Vivek is handling it. Both are doing well. I am only an observer now. So the entire matter is left to because I came to know that my children are better than me in many ways. Because I am an old, outdated person. And they are the now latest younger generation with technological advancement and knowledge. And they are doing well. I can only support them outside sitting coolly in the house. So with the help of the parents and children and Sri City, I am expecting very great opportunity here. Tirupati is a known Akkad school today. It is limited to Andhra Pradesh. I think Sri City branch is going to be having a national reputation shortly. I expect that, and with the help of Sri City management, our great inspired personality, Dr. Ravi Sanna Reddy Garu, he is the inspiration for us, man, for me and my children also. And with his help and the supporting people, Sri City staff also doing very supporting job for us. And with their cooperation and the parents and children's cooperation, I think we can take this institution to the national level. So with these few words, I don't want to because children are more interested in entertainments and parents are also interested in entertainments. I don't want to give more lecture and spoil your moods. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Nice.
Thank you, sir, for that lovely and inspiring talk.
Maria Sagar of grade 9 will introduce our renowned special invitee whom you would have seen on television edu shows, Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure to introduce our special guest, Dr. Sultan Ismail, to the respectful gathering. Dr. Sultan Ahmed Ismail, MSc, MPhil, PhD, Doctor of Science, Diploma in Higher Education, is presently member of the State Planning Commission, Government of Tamil Nadu. Member, Panel to frame the State Education Policy, Government of Tamil Nadu. He is also the Task Force member, State Planning Commission, Chhattisgarh Government, and Chairman for the reconstituted High-Level Expert Technical Committee, Hydrocarbon Project, Tamil Nadu Government, and former Director of Ecoscience Research Foundation, Chennai. Teaching from 25th November 1974, he was the head of the Department of Zoology and later the Department of Biotechnology, the New College, Chennai. Served as a reader in zoology in the NCERT during 1987 to 1990. He has done extensive work, both research and applied, on ecology and environment, earthworms and organic inputs since 1978. He has been associated with several institutions, farmers, and self-help groups promoting the concepts of ecology, sustainability, organic concepts, waste management, and wastewater treatment. He was awarded the CASME Award for 1994 to 1995 in the UK. The Arignar Anna Award by Department of Environment of the Government of Tamil Nadu for 2005. The Award of Excellence presented by His Excellency Governor of Jharkhand in December 2010. The Friend of Nature Award by Rotary Club of Chennai Mitra, Jan 2017. The Special Contribution Award for Outstanding Contribution to Earthworm Industry at the World's First Earthworm Forum in China, June 2018. Champion of Chennai Award in August 2019. The Beacon of Hope Award by AISS. The annual Sir J.C. Bose Award by Indian Science Monitor during Feb 2020. And the Inspiring Humanitarian Award by the World Humanitarian Drive UK in May 2021. Classified as one among the top 10 people of Tamil Nadu for 2013 by Ananda Vekatan, leading Tamil magazine. He has traveled widely in India and abroad with rich expertise in environmental issues and has addressed more than 50,000 people by this time. Member of the Tamil Nadu Curriculum Framework Committee to oversee syllabus revision and implementation for classes 1 to 12 of the Government of Tamil Nadu 2018. And Chairman of the Scientific Review Committee, Initiative for Research and Innovation in Science, IRIS, program of the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, since 2017. Vice President Preparatory Committee of the World Earthworm Industry Federation, Chairman of DZOW, Dr. Fa Earthworm Standardization Research Center, Technical Steering Committee, China. His books, The Earthworm Book and Man Makkal Mahasul and Mannin Mannan Manpuru Tamil, are popular among all those who are interested in earthworms and soils. While his coordinated, simple tasks and great concepts, is a boon to science teachers and students with 100 life science experiments which any child can perform without a laboratory. His earthworm book has been translated in Tamil, Chinese, and Persian. He has published over 80 research and review papers in national and international journals, guided 32 MPhil and 20 PhD students. We are delighted to have you amidst us today, sir. Thank you.
Sir, may I request you onto the podium to address the auspicious assembly?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure, and thanks to the management and the organizers for having invited me over here. எல்லோருக்கும் என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த மாலை வாழ்த்துக்கள். When they invited, I just wanted to know what is this accord. Accord is a beautiful name because it has a noun as well as a verb. And I'm glad that they are working as a verb and not as a noun. According to noun, it is only an agreement, but according to a verb, it is to give something to somebody. And I hope that you will continue this as a verb in action and continue to give to the people in society the power of knowledge and learning always. In fact, I should thank and congratulate Brinda for taking over this. And in the Tamil அன்பு தொல்லைன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தொல்லை கொடுத்துட்டே இருப்பாங்க அவங்க. Parents, it's a happy day for you. I wouldn't take much time because when I was coming from there, I saw small children waiting to perform. It's a happy day for you, and I was very happy to see, as usual, some grandparents over here. Very happy because I am also a grandparent now. I started teaching in 1974, 49 years of teaching. And usually grandparents and grandchildren have a common enemy. I hope you have understood by now. Na purinjada illiya? Right. We have a common enemy because always they try to find fault with us, right? I have only very limited things to tell. Like Mr. Vivek and Mr. Prashant both were congratulating their teachers. Yes, during the COVID times, we all know about the essential services, the doctors, the paramedical forces, but we all forgot that a very strong force of teachers, in spite of all the limitations, sitting from homes, were performing. And we should always remember this and always congratulate the teaching community for having risen on this occasion and continue to serve to the children and not disappoint them over the period of time. உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரே ஒரு request. Please don't try to put in your child's brains from the small age that they should become a doctor or an engineer or go to the UPSC or go for computers. Please don't try to force them into any of this stupidity which many parents are trying to do. You can be anything. If you think studying anything other than medicine or engineering or computers, because today everything is IoT and AI, if you think so, I'm sorry, I have the director from the information technology also seated over here. And if you think that anything other than that is a disgrace, then you are listening to a disgrace now. Because I studied zoology, right? I studied zoology. It is not what you study that is important. It is how you study that is important. It's the passion with which you study a particular subject and come up in life that makes you what you are. Today I am writing the state's education policy, and I am not a computer person or an engineer or a doctor. So please understand, parents, try to identify what is a latent talent in your child, what your child desires, and how your child would like to be happy in life, not just bounded to a particular job. This is very important. I'll just quote 2 stories and wind up with it. One story is for parents. The first story is for you parents. Please listen carefully. A father is taking a small child on a walk, casual walk. There is plenty of water there. And there is a small plank. ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு மரம் மட்டும் இருக்கு நடுவுல. They have to cross the plank. The father looks at the child and says, "You may fall, so please hold my hand." The father looks at the child and says, hold my hand. And that little one looks up and says, you hold my hand. The father gets angry. Yendi unaku ivula timira? You hold my hand, I hold your hand. What's wrong? The little one says, Papa, if I hold your hand and if I slip and fall, I may let it go. But if you hold my hand, even if I slip and fall, you will never let it go. So parents, however big your children may grow, please see to it that you hold their hands through their life and see to it that they shine very well in life. Teachers, all teachers here, my sincere advice to you. An elderly member is taking a small child to an exhibition. பெரிய எக்ஸிபிஷன். இப்போ நம்ம பொங்கல் எக்ஸிபிஷன் இருக்கு இல்லையா சென்னையில், அது காணும் பொங்கல் அன்னைக்கு. When there's a huge crowd, they are taking the small child, they went over there. And then the father sees, the elderly person sees a beautiful green decoration. And he tells the child, look there, beautiful green decoration. The child says, Appa, I can't see. The father lifts the child, puts on the shoulder and says, now see it. The child says, the green one is beautiful, but beyond that, there is another red one which is more beautiful. The father is not able to see it. The child is able to see it because it is seated on the shoulders of the father. Teachers, your students who sit on your shoulders should know more than what you know. That is the day when our country will progress and we will be able to achieve significant knowledge and significant thing. One humble request to Brinda and her team and to the management, please incorporate skilling as part of your teaching, as part of your curriculum, because today we have excellent children who can perform but have no skills to perform. I think you would concentrate on that branch as well. And I wish you all a very happy annual day and congratulations for all these events. Thank you very much, parents and children.
Thank you, sir, for those words of wisdom.
Anisesme of grade 9 is here to introduce the most delightful special guest of ours, the director of our neighborhood institution, IIIT, Dr. Ganesan Kannabiran, to this princely crowd.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to introduce Dr. G. Kannabiran to the august gathering. Dr. Ganesan Kannabiran is the director of Indian Institute of Information and Technology, CCT. He is on deputation from National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, where he served as director in charge and dean of research and consultancy during his service over 30 years. Dr. Kannabiran is a recipient of Commonwealth Professional Fellowship, Edinburgh Napier University, Fulbright Fellowship visiting faculty at Oklahoma State University, and a British Council Study Fellowship at Huddersfield University. Dr. Kannabiran has founded 2 Section 8 companies and supported hundreds of entrepreneurs, including a large number of women entrepreneurs. In all, he has carried out many projects with funding from Ministry of Electronics and IT, AICTE, UK India Education and Research Initiative, the Asia Foundation for about 8 crores in the areas of Industry Institute Interaction, Computer-Based Learning, Industry 4.2, Entrepreneurship Development, IT Graduate Employability, SME Development, Data Privacy, etc. Dr. Kannabiran holds PhD in MIS along with 3 master's degrees in Computer Science and Engineering, Business Administration and Mathematics. We are extremely delighted to have you amongst us this evening, sir.
Good evening to all of you, the guests on the dais and off the dais, and my dear parents and the students. like Professor Sultan said, I'm also happy to be here on the occasion of the first annual day celebrations. And I've been watching this school for a year or so by brick growing. And I'm very happy that the school has come up to this level. And I'm also happy that I'm able to participate in the annual day celebrations. And we were here, and when we recruited young faculty members to our institute, the first requirement, or there are two requirements. One is a good school and a good hospital. And of course, we had Chinmaya Vidyalaya as a good school, and they wanted a school which will be of different type. Of course, that requirement was fulfilled by Accord. And Accord, obviously, as we see, that they are bringing, state of the infrastructure, modern methods of teaching, and overall development of children. And in that respect, this school is going to be a unique an opportunity in the IIIT ecosystem in the time to come. And we are very happy that we are situated located adjacent to this campus, and we have many more opportunities to collaborate. And I only wanted to speak few things which Professor Sultan Ahmad has already spoken. There are only two targets in front of me. One is the parents, and the other one is teachers. And of course, as parents, we have a lot of aspirations about our own children. And Professor said that whatever we did not do in our life, and we want them to do. And I missed my engineering education, or I missed my medical education, so I want my children to do this. I only want to tell that today, India is emerging, and there are plenty of opportunities awaiting our children. And we have become the 5th largest economy of the world, and our economy is in transition, our society is in transition, and so our education system is in transition. The NEP 2020 provides plenty of opportunities for flexibility in learning and multidisciplinary aspects in education. I think you need to really open up your mind as parents and let your children to pursue what they want to pursue, and not necessarily impose your own aspirations. And as Professor said, the best thing that you can give it to your children is to make them happy. I mean, not anything else. In fact, when I have two children, and two of them are, outside, in the sense my son is doing his PhD in the US, my daughter studied in National Institute of Design, and she's working for a startup. And many my colleagues used to say that you should be happy that your children are gone to good schools and they are doing very great in life. Actually, I used to tell them, I'm very happy that they are happy about what they are doing. It's not about the schools that they go or the jobs that they do. So please allow your children to choose and what they want to do. But if you have very young children of 5 years, 10 years old, and they are not able to choose what they want at this point in time, please observe them what they are interested in. And every child is unique. Every child has got a lot of potentials in certain aspects. There are left brain child, there are right brain child, and you need to look at what is their interest and accordingly provide them opportunities. And the schools like this are capable of providing opportunities, and you need to work with the school. The children spend 8 hours in school and 16 hours at home. And it is equally your responsibility to complement and supplement and provide the lessons for life along with the school. Going to the teachers, and I really appreciate Madam Brinda, and she is really excited about being a principal, being excited about being a teacher. And when she met me for the first time, she started talking about the school, never gave a break for me to say something. For 5 minutes, 10 minutes, goes on talking. And somewhere I took a break and told, Madam, I don't have children to put in school. You don't need to really, impress upon me about the school. But the thing I wanted to say is that today as teachers, as principal, you should be really excited every day when you are going to the school or college. And I really appreciate Madam Brinda for that. I'm also sure that the rest of the teachers are also excited when they go to school every day. And as much as excitement that you have, and you create double the excitement among children, and you can make them learn. And finally, being an institution situated next to this campus, I offered this to Chinmaya Vidyalaya School as well, is that there is a lot of complementary things that we can do. We have started a program called Future Bright Innovators, wherein our faculty go to schools and help the +1, +2 children or 10th class children about emerging technologies, about emerging job opportunities, and make them, sort of help them in choosing right courses. We can right now run such a workshop, such a program for Akkad School students. And we can train your teachers in the areas of science and technology, in the areas of and other areas. And we have got good infrastructure coming up. In fact, Mr. Ravi is here. We are just rolling out 100 crores of project for an open air theater, for an indoor stadium, for other facilities. And obviously, Akkad School can use some of these facilities. And these are few low-hanging fruits which we can explore. But there are many other. I only look forward to work with Akkad School. And I wish all the children a very good year ahead. And I'll congratulate the parents. And I request them to continue to put in their best efforts to shape up their children. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those motivational quotes.
Let me now call upon Naitik of grade 8 to introduce the Associate Director, Dr. R. Venkatraman, SDSC SHAR, to the respectable gathering.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm indeed proud and privileged to introduce Dr. R. Venkatraman, an outstanding scientist, Deputy Director of Vehicle Assembly, Launch Facilities, and Project Director of PSLV Integration Facilities, and Associate Project Director of Gaganyaan Launch Complex Systems, Associate Program Director, Program Steering Group Space Transportation Systems. Dr. Venkatraman did his undergrad in Mechanical Engineering from Tyagarajar College of Engineering, Madurai. His post-graduation Master of Tech in Heat and Transfer and Thermal Power at the prestigious IIT Madras. His doctorate was in Engineering by the Department of Mechanical Engineering from Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati. Our guest of honor joined SDSC Shah as an engineer in the year 1987, rose to become the Deputy Manager, VIB Operations in 1998. He then became the Manager, Strap-on and Booster Stage Preparations. In 2009, Sir became the General Manager, SBSP. From 2014 to 16, Dr. Venkatraman was the Group Director of Systems Reliability. Later, from that year 2016 till date, Dr. R. Venkatraman is the Deputy Director, Vehicle Assembly and Launch Facilities. His mastery over years include conducting 6 component static tests on S-139 solid rocket motors, carrying out vehicle integration operations for PSLV and GSLV strap-on motors and second stages, realization of L-110 integration facilities for GSLV Mk3, ensuring the reliability of ground systems for carrying out flight operations and managing multiple launch campaigns from Launch Complex. Dr. Venkatraman has many publications and received many awards for his contribution towards space science and technology. He is also a member of Board of Studies of Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIIT DM Kurnool. Confucius says, a seed grows with no sound, but a tree falls with huge noise. Destruction is loud, whereas creation is quiet. I'm happy to introduce a person who has defined the laws of nature, creates without noise, and then creates something with the loudest noise possible that the whole world turns around. It's an honor to have you amidst us this evening, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Naitik. May I now call upon Dr. R. Venkatraman, Associate Director, SDSE SHAR, to address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, my dear parents, principal of Akkad School and teaching members, parents and my dear students, a very good evening to all. Let me also take this opportunity to wish every one of you on the occasion of the first anniversary of the Akkad School of Sri City. Though Akkad School is known for the last 35 years originating from Tirupati, functioning from Tirupati, in this locality, that is, it is something called a suburb area, though the spaceport of India is just, a few miles away from this place, a quality education is being offered. I have spent almost 35 years of my service in this area, though my children have passed away, except the Space Central School run by the Shore Management School. Today I am seeing a quality school which was functioning successfully in Tirupati area, which is the cities. Definitely we are happy they have come forward to start this noble service in a Sri City. Name is Sri City, but it is in Tada. My dear friends, talents arising out of wisdom will have satisfaction, fulfillment, and prosperity. Prosperity doesn't mean earning more. The work what you do, it not only satisfies you, if it is going to satisfy the society as a whole, and it is going to help the nation as a whole, such a visionary approach will give you the fullest satisfaction, and that is called prosperity. I really appreciate Chandrasekhar Reddy garu, his initiative, how he struggled to start this Akkad School. Today he is proudly announcing the products what he developed. They are all over the world, they are spread around, and that is the fullest satisfaction he expressed. That is the noble service. Giving a quality education. Why I want to tell is, today the entire globe is seeing the technology-driven economy. Historical state, when the ancient men formed onwards, people were fighting for food, shelter, maximizing their territories by keeping more fighting forces, powers. The fellow who is having more fighting power, army with him, power with him, was treating himself as a superpower or emperor or Chakravarti. Later, after the Second World War, when the Industrial Revolution started, all the agriculture or productivity, everything mechanized, where the machines were started doing the work, the fuel, the resources, natural resources like petroleum and coal, who were producing the Arab countries who were not fit for nothing, they have become superpowers. They dictated the economy. But today, the 2022, today what we see is the technology-driven economy. The entire globe is seeing the technology as a challenge. For succeeding the technological economy, the resource the country has is the educated youth. So almost, the Akkad School and the school management authorities, they have taken a very noble cause of producing the resources. They are going on producing the educated youth. This country, that is how Dr. Abdul Kalam used to say, we are going to become a superpower not because of the natural resource what we have, or not because of the politicians what we have, or because of the army fighting power what we have. It's all because of the educated youth. Majority of the young youth we are having, they are going to dictate. So let me take this opportunity to wish this Akkad School Though they started only 2 years back, out of the 2 years, there is a tough period for the COVID, where the COVID disturbance has caused many things. In spite of that, by conducting the classes in the online, I really appreciate the teachers who took charge. Now that the education system has not affected, they are brought back. I used to hear through our friends, our colleagues who are parents of the students studying here, they used to tell the excellency of the school. So my wish is the next coming years, the school should see a exponential growth in the logarithmic scale. That is means 1 should become 10, 10 should become 100. That kind of growth, they should continue and try to continue the powers. Now what I want to say is, the aspiring, the children, as long as in the clutches of the teachers, they are within the safe custody of the parents and teachers in the school environment. They are going to look for a challenging and rewarding life outside the world. Outside the world, life is going to be entirely different. They should be driven by curiosity and inquisitiveness. So the students may not be knowing what to do at that time. Ismail sir has told 2 stories, but I want to say only 1 story. That is a very small story only. A boy, 10 years old boy, will be walking with his 8 years or 7 years old sister in the desert with barefoot. Both of them will be walking with a barefoot. But the sun shine will be very high. They were not able to bear the heat. They will be walking for some distance. Then the boy will find a damaged canvas buried inside the sand, and he will dig it out. And he will use this and walk. He will be very, very comfortable because he will be free from the heat waves what is coming here. Finally, he will give to his sister. The sister will walk comfortably. This fellow will go with barefooted. After walking some distance, they will see a hoarding. There is a running race. In the running race, there is second prize is shoe. He will tell his sister, you please wait, I will participate in the running race. Somehow I will become the second prize and take the 1 more shoe so that we can go with the shoe, face the hot sun. But the race will start, the boy will run. 3/4 of the distance he will be maintaining the second place. But before finish line, lot of pressure will be behind him, lot of people will try to overtake him, so he will take further acceleration. At the end line, he will become first. The first prize will be a very big prize, but the boy will receive it very sadly. That is how sometimes your target will be something different. Your ambition will be different. But the goal, what we achieve in your life, will look big in the eyes of the world. That's how Dr. Abdul Kalam wanted to join Air Force. He was not selected. When he was not selected, finally ISRO has admitted him. And ISRO made him famous through the entire world by becoming the director of the first SLV launch. Thereby, he became the chief of the 3 armed forces of this country. That is why, let us not have any ambition when you are in school. Always, some points you have to ponder. Before I conclude, I want to tell you, always be innovative. Aim and dream high. You aspire high. Daily you think that you are a better person than what you are today. You can achieve more. Inculcate the spirit of learning. There is no end for learning. Just because you've taken up a job, just because you become a earning member, you don't stop your learning habits. Continue to learn because the things are changing. And inculcate the leadership qualities. Leadership qualities, I want to say, is when the first SLV-3 launch was failed for a silly reason because of the transport rate that fume was coming out, leaking was going on. At that time, those days there was no color TV. The black and white TV, whether the condensed air moisture is coming or the propellant is leaking, they were not able to discriminate. So the mission director allowed the vehicle mission to go. Finally, the gas leaked. Finally, it became a failure. When the press people were awaiting, the chairman of ISRO at that time, Mr. Satish Dhawan, told Abdul Kalam, you please wait. I will go and meet the press. And he told, what went wrong, we could able to find out. We will come back. The reason for failure is known. Within 1 year, we will come back and make once again a relaunch. 1980, SLV-3 was again launched in the second attempt. This time, India is becoming the spacefaring nations. When they become the first country, to put, not the first country, first satellite in the orbit, they become a spacefaring nations. Same press, Satish Dhawan told Mr. Kalam, you go and meet the press. A leader should be like this. So inculcate the spirit of leadership. Your success rate will be evaluated how many leaders you grow to develop. Another one is you always aspire and try to help. When you go, watch out. Please choose a profession where whatever profession you do, you always think that the interest of the nation is taken care. It should not affect the peace and prosperity of the nation. My dear friends, with these few words, I am also eager to see the cultural program. Time is running up. So I want to tell you, let your journey of success, when you walk a successful professionals outside, let your life become a brighter one. Let the luster brighten the entire society. Let the Almighty be with you throughout your journey of success. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words.
I will now ask my friend Tushika of grade 8 to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Ravi Sanna Reddy, founder and managing director, Sri City, to this amazing audience.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed privileged to introduce Dr. Ravindra Sanna Reddy to this inspiring gathering. Dr. Ravindra Sanna Reddy is the founder and managing director of Sri City, a vibrant integrated business city in India. Sri City is equipped with world-class infrastructure that offers holistic solutions for multiple investment options and lifestyle. Over the course of time, the business city has attracted several big multinationals which include Alstom, Daikin, Panasonic, Isuzu, Colgate, Palmolive, Torrey, Lavazza, Kellogg's, Foxconn, besides PepsiCo and Mondelez to name a few. Today, Sri City is home to 200 companies from 28 countries, thereby providing employment to over 50,000 people. As a son of soil, Mr. Sanna Reddy decided to contribute towards the enrichment of this economically backward region where he was born and thereby positively contribute to society. His significant contributions toward the socio-economic development of the region by providing employment opportunities, a health and education facility is conspicuous. Nearly 50% of those employed in Sri City are women. Robust vocational training and skill enhancement institutes develop youngsters of the region with the required skill sets. Sri City today shines out as a synonym of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi's Make in India and Skill India campaigns. Mr. Sanna Reddy's academic credentials include a bachelor degree in civil engineering from Regional Engineering College, Trichy, India, a master's degree in water resource management from Utah State University, Logan, USA, and a MSc degree in environmental engineering from the Johns Hopkins University, Baltimore, USA. In recognition of his efforts in transforming the region into one of his conspicuous socio-economic success, he was conferred an honorary doctorate by the Vikramasinghe Puri University in 2022. Presented by the Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Biswabhushan Harichandan. The decades of entrepreneurship have taken Mr. Sanna Reddy across the globe. He has traveled to many countries in Asia, Europe, USA, and Pacific Rim. Presently, Mr. Sanna Reddy resides in Chennai, India with his family. We are happy you are amidst us this evening despite your busy schedule. Thank you.
May I request Dr. Ravi Sanna Reddy, founder and managing director Sri City, to address this wonderful gathering of learned men and women.
Good evening. I think I'm the last speaker, so I think you are all ready for the performance, so I should be very brief. But at the same time, since I'm the chief guest, I have few important responsibility or message to deliver to all of you. So I don't know where to start, but first, I want to thank Vemuru family, the Chandrasekhar Reddy Garu, Prashant and Vivek for coming forward to establish this great institute in Sri City. I think in the introductions, they were talking about, they used to tell that we are next to IIIT. But soon, maybe if this is a challenge for Kannabaram sir here, our professor, if he doesn't improve his infrastructure, so soon he may have to say that they are next to ACAD. Because this school has a swimming pool, it has nice campus, and then I was told that you have a lot of labs and sports grounds. So soon I think it is becoming a challenge between the two neighbors now, in a way. So, and also it is the context I want to put. See, very rarely we get this opportunity. This Sri City is an ecosystem. I think the introduction you have seen, how the industries are here and all those things. So everybody, once they graduate, they want to go to higher education, whatever, from the school to college, college to university, like that. So here in Sri City, we have a wonderful opportunity. You can go either to ACAD school, or we have Chenmaya mission also here, Chenmaya mission school, depending on which school you go. Then you want to go to higher studies. So we have a choice. Either you can go to IIIT if you are engineering, technology, this side. If you are a liberal arts, we have next to it is a Kriya University. No, we don't want to go for higher studies. We want to go for skills, and we want to employ. There are, soon, I think next week, Andhra Pradesh government is starting a skill development college here, and there are polytechnics nearby, polytechnics/ITIs. So those who decide to not to get any degree education, they want to pursue skills and get employment and help their families. I think Sri City has that ecosystem, and one of the main elements of that ecosystem is good education at the entry level. So thanks to ACAD school that we got one of the best. See, in cities we have seen, the difference between studying in ACAD or Chenmaya versus some other school in Chennai or even Nellore and Tirupati is, nowadays, most of the schools are getting built with no playgrounds, no labs, no extracurricular activities. I think both the schools, I'm proud that we have two schools in Sri City today. Both have special focus on what you call the extracurricular activities. So thanks to ACAD school, you have taken it to next level. Chenmaya school has done the entry level, but now ACAD school has become now that corporate, because I'm happy to see here a lot of our own Sri City fraternity, like our own employees, the parents are, obviously, I don't know the children, but I see the parents here. That means their children are here. They are not regular guests. And also I see some of the units, I see some of the employees from the units I interact with. And I know that in the past they used to tell, I wished we had a corporate kind of school. That means, what is corporate school today? They need air-conditioned buses, air-conditioned classrooms, and state-of-the-art facilities, whether it is labs or other facilities. I think I'm happy to say that ACAD has come up with those facilities here, so that people need not go to either Chennai or Nellore or Tirupati. Soon, I have a feeling that people from Chennai may be a little too far away, but Tirupati to Nellore region, they may want to come and take admission in schools like ACAD or Chenmaya and stay in Sri City, some apartments in Tada or Sulurpeta, or once we build apartments here. The reason I am telling that is, the motto of Sri City is to bring urban facilities to rural area. Since we have some people here from the local villages also, మన పిల్లల్ని మనం ఎక్కడికో చెన్నైకో లేకపోతే నెల్లూరుకో తిరుపతికో పంపించుకోకుండా మన దగ్గరే ఉంచుకొని చదువుకునే దానికి ఫెసిలిటీ ఈరోజు మనకు అకాడ్ స్కూల్ ద్వారా జరిగింది. అది మీ చుట్టుపక్కల గ్రామాల వాళ్ళందరికీ ఇది ఒక పెద్ద వరంలాగా నేను భావిస్తున్నాను. ఇలాగే కంటిన్యూ అయితే మనం మిగతా ఊర్ల నుంచి కూడా ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి మనం చెన్నైలో ఒకప్పుడు అన్నానగర్ ఎలా డెవలప్ అయిందంటే ఈ చుట్టుపక్కల ఉండే జిల్లాల ప్రజలు, దట్ ఈజ్ నెల్లూరు, చిత్తూరు డిస్ట్రిక్ట్, కడప డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ నుంచి పోయిన పిల్లలు, అంటే వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్ అక్కడ ఫ్యామిలీస్ పెట్టి అలా డెవలప్ అయింది అన్నానగర్ ఫర్ బోత్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అండ్ health care. Soon, Sri City will be an answer to for education and health care. ఈరోజు అకార్డ్ అండ్ చెన్మయ స్కూల్స్ ద్వారా ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అడ్రస్ చేయడం అనేది త్వరలో మనకి మంచి మంచి హాస్పిటల్స్, ఇప్పుడు మనకి కావేరీ హాస్పిటల్ వచ్చింది, త్వరలో అపోలో హాస్పిటల్ కూడా ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేదానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాం మనం. ఇవన్నీ కూడా వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ పనిచేసే వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ పిల్లలు వచ్చి ఇక్కడ ఉండే స్కూల్స్లో చదువుకోవచ్చు, వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్కి వచ్చి ఇక్కడ చుట్టుపక్కల ఉండే హాస్పిటల్స్లో వైద్యం చేసుకోవచ్చు. అదేవిధంగా సూన్ విల్ హ్యావ్ ఏ షాపింగ్ సెంటర్, సో దట్ మనకి ఒక అర్బన్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్, ఒక రూరల్ ఇది చూడండి, మన చుట్టూరు బాగా చెట్లు ఎంత ఆహ్లాదకరంగా ఉందంటే మనం ఒక పల్లెటూరులో ఉన్నట్టే ఉంది. కానీ ఈ ఫెసిలిటీస్ చూస్తే ఏమో ఇది అర్బన్ ఫెసిలిటీస్, ఒక సిటీలో ఉండే ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ది మోటో ఆఫ్ శ్రీ సిటీ, వేర్ వీ వాంట్ టు బ్రింగ్ అర్బన్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ టు రూరల్ ఏరియా. ఐ థింక్ ఐఎమ్ హ్యాపీ with introduction of Akkad school, we achieved that target. అండ్ చంద్రశేఖర్ రెడ్డి గారు ఆయన స్పీచ్లో మాట్లాడుతూ నాకు 70 years వచ్చేసే నేను రిటైర్ అయిపోతాను అంతకుముందు చెప్పారు. నేను ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ టు పాలిటిక్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో రియల్ ఎస్టేట్. సార్ మీరు అవన్నీ మర్చిపోయి జస్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద ఫోకస్ చేస్తే మీకు మీరు ఇంకొక కొత్త విషయం ఒకటి చెప్పారు. మీ పిల్లలు ఇంకా మీ మాట వింటున్నారని. ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ ఉండే పిల్లలు చాలా చిన్న పిల్లలు ఉండొచ్చు, మా పిల్లలంతా మా మాట వినే స్టేజ్ దాటిపోయారు. ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ మెనీ పేరెంట్స్ అగ్రీ విత్ మీ. ది మోడర్న్ డే స్టూడెంట్స్, ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ దే ఆర్ లిజనింగ్ టు దేర్ పేరెంట్స్ ఎనీమోర్. దే హ్యావ్ దేర్ ఓన్ మైండ్. బట్ ఐఎమ్ హ్యాపీ you not only giving education, you are also bringing that family values. So we need you very much here. So I will also become a student of you. How to train you have to train all of us, most of us, or all of us, how to make your children also listen to you. I think you seem to have done that very well. So we are not going to let you retire. You should help us to inculcate that culture into the society. So I'm also going to throw a challenge now. So whatever we were chit-chatting, you said you have a lot of energy and you want do more things. So if the same saga goes, here is a challenge for you. We have CBSE school now, matriculation on CBSE. What is missing in Sri City is international school. So since you said that your family listens to you, your children listen to you, so maybe time that you should consider upgrade the school to international school, either a different campus. So we will give you the facilities, land, whatever you require. So what Sri City requires is international school. I think now with all the international companies, we have, I think introduction, you have seen 28 countries here, lot of international students and lot of employees here. They get transferred to other countries. So we need a international school here. So if you are ready, we are ready to offer you all the facilities you require to build an international school. Once whatever this I think you are almost completed. See, this was one of those things, why 15 minutes meeting became a 1 hour meeting was, I was giving them our wish list, saying that in Sri City we need to have a world-class school so that students need not go to other geos. One of the challenges we used to have is, okay, we were happy, we are getting the jobs here. Still, lot of our middle management and top management live in Chennai and nearby towns because of lack of schools and hospitals here. So with Akkad coming here, I see, in fact, few employees told us. I know one of our Sri City employees also here, he was considering to relocate to Nellore or to Hyderabad. Then thanks to Akkad school, he said, no, we got now Akkad school, I'm going to settle down here. So like that, we want to attract more people here. That is why I am putting this challenge onto you, that we require now next grade international school, so that we can keep all the people in and around whatever in this campus. So we have a great ecosystem. We have scientists here, Mr. Venkatraman Garu, Dr. Ismail Garu. So what else we need? That is, if you study in a school like this, if you do well and you want to go academics, we have 2 universities. Now, if you want to go and get a job, we have 200 companies. So I think it is a wonderful thing for all the parents, and I'm happy. After almost 10 years, I'm coming to university. I think first I was there for the Chenmaya school function about 10 years back, and about 8 years back, the first anniversary of Triple IT, whatever school, annual day of Triple IT. Now I'm happy to be part of, despite my hectic schedule. I said, this being the first annual day of Akkad School, I want to be with here to encourage the management. I think Principal Brunda, wherever she is, I think you are doing a wonderful job, and I'm happy that, since I have friends in the local community, in the industry and all, no news is good news. What it means is, so far, almost you have completed 1 year, there is no single complaint on Akkad School saying that we have this problem, that problem, they promise this much and they are not delivering it and all. Thanks to all of you, all the teachers, the management, and the parents especially. See, the parents also, the message I want to give is, you are shareholders or stakeholders in this whole process, the building of Sri City Akkad School. You should also take an active role and build the system or systems within the school, or parent-teacher meetings, so that you give the constructive feedback, so that they build a school that is going to be serving not only for the students of this generation, for the next generation. What I want is the Akkad School becoming a synonym to saying that we want to move to Sri City because we have a good school there. We have once we move there, school to, then there is a good university like Triple IT or Kriya University, and then once they graduate, there will be good jobs for my children in either it is Foxconn or Colgate Palmolive or Cadbury's or technology companies like THK or Alstom. So once again, it is a very happy moment for me, because when we were growing up in this area, for our children, I mean, when I moved back from US also, I have to stay in Chennai, because we didn't have these kind of schools to send our children. But I feel the next generation is very, very lucky that you no longer have to send your children to nearby cities or towns. You can stay where you are and send your children. And thanks to, once again, Akkad management for taking the risk, because any investment, I think Chandrasekhar Reddy Garu said that the risk-free investment is education or tuitions. Yes, I agree with the tuitions, because you don't need. But building school is a very, in my view, there is a risk involved, because you have to put the, build all the infrastructure, and if they don't execute it properly, if the name is not, if they don't get the good name, no matter how well your infrastructure is, students won't come, because you have to take care of the students, and you have to address the parents' concerns. And I hope this saga will continue, where for next 10 years we don't hear any complaints about school management from any of the parents. Most of the parents are either the farmers who gave the land to us, or the employees of Sri City, or units in Sri City. So they're all our family. So hope, my request to you is, please serve these family members without any complaints, so that together we can grow. And if this journey continues, you can also become a university by yourself. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those insightful talk. We are blessed to listen to you.